Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today's reading is an urgent message from your spirit guides for April. I was guided to pull three different full cards from three different tarot decks. Pile one is the full card from the Lightkeepers Tarot, and that is with this carnelian crystal. Pile two is the full card from the Santa Muerte Tarot. And that is with this lapis lazuli crystal. Pile three is the full card from the Tarot of Dreams. And that is with this amethyst crystal. Now I'll let you pick your reading. The structure of this reading will start with opening energy with oracle cards. Then we'll move on to tarot to ask 5 different questions and we'll get clarifiers for each. So the first question is, what do your spirit guides need you to know as you move into April? What is the most important thing happening this month? What do your guides want you to pay close attention to this month? What are your guides warning you not to do this month? And what will happen by the end of the month if you follow this guidance? Then we'll end with some closing messages. What do your guides need you to know right now? So now we'll shuffle our oracle cards. And then in the reading, we will pull the tarot and the final messages. Spirit, what do you need pile one to know for April? What is the energy around April? Spirit, what do you need pile one to know for April? Pile two and pile three. Spirit, oh, Spirit, what do you need pile two to know for April? And pile three. Spirit, what do you need pile one to know for April? Pile two. What do you need pile two to know for April? What is the energy around? Oh, what is the energy around pile three for April? What is the energy around pile one for April? Spirit, what is the energy around pile two and pile three? Spirit, what is the energy around pile one for April? What is the energy around pile two for April? And the energy around pile three. Okay, those are our oracle cards. I will see you in the reading. Hello, pile one. You chose the Light Seekers Tarot Fool card, and this is a very breezy, open, lovely Fool card. I see a flower of life here, and she's holding this amethyst. She's really taking a leap into the unknown. And that was with this carnelian. So we'll put that aside here and take a look at our oracle cards. Offering. So I almost feel like this is Source coming down and handing you something new. This is your guides handing you something new. Some offering, some new magic coming in. The thief, seizing the moment, selfishness. I almost feel like this seizing the moment is like this full card. And again, we're seeing this hand, having your hand open to receive this hand, this crystal is coming in. These energies are really reflecting each other. So there's some magical energy, some new abundance coming in to your life, pile one. More of these hands. The pathless, difficult decisions, lack of direction. I almost feel like this energy almost reflects where the Fool is. The Fool is starting off on their journey, but they are just moving almost on a whim. So we'll see, we'll get more clarity about these decisions that we need to make. The High Priest authority. I feel like you've been doing some really deep shadow work. Happy, happy. Yeah, you've moved through some difficulties. You've moved through a lack of direction to grasp your own authority, to come to a place where you can be very happy. The time is now answering the call. Yes. Yes. Now is the time to accept these gifts that are coming in from your guides, from Source. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. The Rainmaker. Yes, you're calling down this energy. You're calling down that energy from Source. You're making it happen. You're bringing it into being. What else do we have? The Owl. Yes, with a lot of wisdom and authority. I feel like that's reiterating this High Priest card, bringing in that wisdom and authority of the owl. Cornucopia, yes. Yes, you are receiving an extreme amount of abundance this month. And this abundance is going to make you feel very happy, very fulfilled. Leadership, yes. You're coming into your own authority and intelligence. Yes, let's put that here because I feel like those cards are sort of clarifying each other. So, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful energy pile one. You really are ready to receive. I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself and you're moving into a place where you can be the wise leader, where you can show your intelligence and the difficult decisions that you've had to make so that you could find this authority, so that you could answer this call of leadership and accept the offering of spirit. You've made it happen. You were the rainmaker. Okay, let's move into our tarot. We'll just give this a little bit of a shuffle. What do your spirit guides need you to know as you move into April? The Ten of Pentacles. I get the sense that you're in a very abundant place with this satisfying family life, with so much energy coming down from above. Yes, yes. This is a very stable, very happy place. What are the most important things happening this month? The Three of Pentacles. You're working in a collaborative group environment to create something. You've become this leader in your community. You have an authority and you're helping other people create something new and beautiful that is going to benefit the entire collective. What do your guides want you to pay close attention to this month? This is all about having an adaptable perspective. If you can look at things from a different point of view, you're going to be able to read these signs. Like you look upward a lot, upward towards source, upward towards the absolute. But this is almost asking you to look downward. And I think maybe that's part of this shadow work that you've been doing that's going to deepen your authority as a leader. And this may also be like looking into the self, reading these signs in your own emotions. You're a very flexible, skilled person. This rainmaker is bringing the rain down from above, and this hangman is pulling the water up from below. And both of these sources are clarifying the direction on the path of leadership to bring in this abundance. But I get the sense that you're already in a very abundant place. What are your guides warning you not to do this month? The Four of Swords. I get the sense that your guides are asking you not to get complacent, not to anesthetize yourself, not to The Four of Swords is usually about rest, but it's almost like a comatose kind of rest. So if there are any things that you use, like social media or um, shopping or alcohol or anything like this that you use to sort of numb yourself, Spirit is asking you not to numb out during the month of April. What will happen by the end of the month if you follow this guidance? The King of Cups. Yes, you're going to come into a place of so much spiritual authority that you will have so much emotional control and so much authority in your community. And I think the main message here is to not let yourself numb out, to not go unconscious, right? It's to really ground yourself and to allow yourself to move through this time where you're receiving so much knowledge and energy from your guides, from source, to really balance yourself in your shadow, in your light, in all of the elements, and allow yourself to accept it all without numbing out. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for these tarot cards. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. What do your spirit guides need you to know to move into April? And I'm just going to give the deck a little bit of a shuffle. Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is a very stable place, but the Ace of Wands is about new ideas, new energy, new focus. So your spirit guides are inviting you to really keep this full energy where you are able to ignite all of your creative potential and to not let yourself get stagnant or complacent with what you already have because there's so much more available that's coming in this month. Okay, let's clarify the 3 of Pentacles. What is the most important thing happening this month? So, we already got the sense that we're working together, we're collaborating with our community as a leader, and we're clarifying that with the Knight of Swords. And this is more of that really powerful energy where the Ace of Wands is this creative fire. The Knight of Swords is intellectual clarity and focus and speed. He's really running towards his motorcycle with this crossbow on his back. He can shoot that arrow very directly. So, in this collaborative leadership energy that you have, Spirit is asking you to maintain your clear focus, to be able to really hold that decision and direction in your mind, to really hold on to it. Okay, let's clarify the Hanged Man. What do your guides want you to pay attention to this month? The Seven of Swords. This is almost like a warning, is to be on the lookout for deception. And because I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities in your life, and there's so much abundant energy coming into you, there are people who would stab you in the back, who would steal from you. And we don't always like to look at that kind of thing, but Spirit is kind of warning to be on the lookout for that. Overall, I get so much good energy from this reading. And we're asking, we're asking, what do your guides want you to pay attention to this month? And it's really to be aware that there is a potential that someone could betray you, to just be on the lookout for deception. And that could come from anywhere. It could just be like a scam email. Doesn't mean that anyone in your close environment is a betrayer. What are your guides warning you not to do this month? So let's clarify the Four of Swords, the Five of Wands. So it's warning against sort of being complacent, but also engaging in conflict. So, really, Spirit is really asking you to maintain your balance, to not be complacent, but to also not engage in conflict. Even if you do find someone who is potentially not completely honest, it's better to stay really stable and really clear in yourself, in your abundance, in your creative energy, in your cornucopia. Okay, so what will happen by the end of April if you follow this guidance? Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. It's such a lovely romantic energy. It really feels like you're just going to have so much beautiful intimacy in your life, so much beautiful emotions to offer. Let's see. The Nine of Wands or the Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's very energetic. It's very passionate. This passionate, romantic, fast moving energy. It's really going to be very lovely. And I feel like these colors are so very similar. That is what is bringing in this happiness. Yes, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. So, pile one, let's bring in the final messages from Spirit about what is happening for you in April. What messages your spirit guides have for you in April? What do you need to hear from your guides right now? What do you need to hear from your guides right now? To rise, you must let go of fear. I haven't really gotten any sense of fear from you, pile one. And if anything, it is a fear of your own authority, a fear of your own shadow. When I pulled this High Priest card, because this witch's oracle is a little bit witchy, it's a little dark. I almost thought like, oh, maybe this is going to seem too dark for um, this reading. But I think the fear is like the fear of your own shadow, the fear of the shadows of the world, and a fear of your own authority. Like, don't be afraid to take the lead. Don't be afraid to be selfish. Don't be afraid to be about yourself because, in really being very clear about what you need, that is how you are going to best accept this offering from your spirit guides, from spirit, from source. You're reaching out. This is almost like, this almost feels like the painting on the Sistine Chapel where God is reaching down towards man to offer the touch, of the divine. What are the final messages from your spirit guides about the month of April? What are the final messages for pile one? Challenge yourself to be stronger than your challenges. Yes, you are very strong. You're a very strong person. I really get the sense that stepping into that leadership, that role as an authority, as this wise, intelligent leader, this is this is the challenge that you're facing. A way of staying stable and passionate at the same time. There's a way if you are willing to change the way you see it. Yeah, that really it reiterates the hangman. As you connect with spirit, you draw closer to you, your higher self. Yes, yes. You're just absolutely connecting with your guides this month. You're connecting with your higher self. You are a magical being with the whole universe waiting to assist you. Yeah, I really feel like that's spirit's strongest message. The strongest message is that spirit has your back, that your guides are right there for you, and they're really assisting you in becoming the the leader that you are, to helping you make decisions, to helping you remain clear about your goals for your community, for your family, for your group. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Yeah, that's a little bit of this surrendering, the surrendering into the moment. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. I feel like using the Fool card for this reading really gave a very specific tone of sort of being open and letting go on this journey, on this answering the call of the unknown, of the divine. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Yes, and I saw that here, this passionate intimacy that's coming in for you in the month of April. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's get our final messages from Spirit for you, pile one, to round out this reading. What are Spirit's final messages? What is your Spirit Guide's final messages for you in April? Reflect. Peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Yes, you're looking into the great expanse of the cosmos and the great expanse of the depth of the ocean. You're doing both of those things. Guidance, find safety in your beacon's light. Yeah, Spirit is just saying, like, listen to your guides. We're here for you. Prudence, don't be lured by the siren's song. And that was the one warning Spirit had, was to not to look out for potential people who may not have your best intentions at heart. But I feel that you have all of the tools to do that, pile one. You're going to have an absolutely gorgeous month. You're already in a really good place. And absolutely enjoyed being in your energy today. Thank you so much for joining me in this reading. If it resonated with you, leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Bye. Hello, pile two. You had the Fool card from the Santa Muerte deck, and that was with this lapis lazuli. So I feel like this Fool card, they this Fool is walking through the graveyard following this butterfly, and they have all of their belongings packed up in this suitcase, and they're just moving through life without a care in the world. So much fun. I really love this deck, and I love Santa Morte's energy. So we'll see what the energy for April is, what your spirit guides want you to know about the month of April. The river. I get the sense that there's a lot of swift movement happening for you in the month of April. The shadow. I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work, pile two. Like you've really looked at the light and the dark. And that fits with my Centamuerte deck. The merchant, self worth, trade. Yeah, I get the sense that you've really balanced. You've balanced the light and dark sides of yourself. And it has made you really understand your own value. And now you're in a moment where you're full of energy and you're raring to go. Let's see what else we have here. Familiar spirit assistance. Yeah, your spirit guides are telling you that they are here for you, that they're all around you, that your guides are all around you, that they come through the animals, through your pets, through even animals in nature. A loyal heart. Yes, your spirit team is very loyal to you. They're very committed to you. It's almost like you have family or a a loved one, a partner that's on the other side that is serving as your spirit guide in this lifetime. Taking shelter, the answers are within. Yes, that really feels like a message from spirit guides that you know the answer. If you've been asking any questions, if you've been looking for answers outside yourself, spirit is letting you know that you already know. Transformation, fresh new ways of living emerges. Oh, this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah, that's this energy, this really fast moving, transformative energy. Like this transformation is coming in fast. It's coming in fast. The eagle. Yeah, you're really getting a perspective from above. A really clear, crystal clear perspective from above. And I feel like birds are really have a lot like watching birds. anything that's flying, like butterflies or bats or dragonflies. I feel like these are ways that spirit comes to you to give you messages. The door to spirit. See, there's another bird. There's a dove. Oof. The spirit is all around you. Pile two. They're all around you. And this familiar spirit's assistance and this loyal heart, like your spirit guides are so devoted to you. That's the word I was looking for before. So much devotion to you, to your mission here. Oh, okay. The skunk and magnolia protection. Yes, you're so protected. Pile two. Your spirit guides are so devoted and so protective. You're highly protected by spirit. The bobcat and blackthorn patience. Patience. I almost get the sense like because you have all of this momentum and all of this energy, you you almost want things to happen immediately. Like you've done the shadow work, you've balanced the scales, and now you want it to come in fast. You want all of the answers, but the answers are within. You already know. You already know the answers. Okay, let's get into the tarot and we'll get our questions answered. We'll just give it a quick shuffle. Well, some cards are already wanting to come out. Okay, so what is the energy your guides need you to know? What do your guides need you to know as you move into the month of April? So we're getting the Tower and this transformative moment that may have felt challenging. It's like you've come through that. You've come through the tower moment and you're sort of stepping out of that tower energy as you move into the month of April. And what is the most important thing happening to you this month? The star. Yes. You are fully embracing your spiritual energy this month. It's beaming down into you. The door to spirit is wide open. And this transformative new life, like a completely new life is coming to you. What do your guides want you to pay attention to this month? Temperance. Yeah, so that balance of light and dark, of self-worth and knowing what your value is, the what you receive from others versus what you give. And spirit's asking you to take account of that, to take account of the give and take between light and dark, between people that you interact with, to make sure that when you fill someone else's cup, that they also fill yours. I feel like there's something very ancient here that you have so much wisdom to offer. Yeah, she's surrounded by butterflies. There's even petals flying on the wind in this tower card. You have something very ancient, and it's like your wisdom just comes in through the ether, and you need to make sure that you don't overextend yourself. What are your guides warning you not to do this month in April? Interesting. We're getting another light and dark balance. And I get the sense that spirit is asking you not to tip too far in one direction or the other. It's so interesting. Even the skunk has these black and white colors. What will happen by the end of the month if you follow this guidance? Seven of Cups. You're going to have a lot of options, a lot of options. You're really being asked to stay balanced and to know that you're guided and that you're protected. And I really get the sense that you are really being asked not to overgive and to lean on your guidance because the answers will always be within you. Okay, let's clarify. Let's clarify our tarot cards. We'll just give the deck a quick little shuffle. And we're clarifying the Tower with the Four of Pentacles. And this Four of Pentacles is very interesting. Usually, the Four of Pentacles shows someone holding on to a bunch of coins, but this is almost like spirit is moving you from one place to another. Like spirit is in control. And that was part of what this tower was. It was a moment that needed to happen. It was orchestrated by a spirit, by your guides, to help you really gain this insight into how to balance your light and dark side and to transform into the wise person that you're becoming. I just see so much guidance around you. You're stepping into this period where you're becoming the star. That's what's happening this month, is that you went through this tower moment where spirit almost orchestrated it. Your guides almost orchestrated this tower moment so that you could step into this star where you have just these amazing downloads in all of these messages all around you. What's the most important thing happening this month? Let's clarify the star, the Hierophant. Yeah, you're coming into your spiritual authority this month. And you had to go through this tower moment to come into the spiritual authority. It may be that you were either putting too much emphasis on the light or too much emphasis on the shadow. And because you went through this tower, you're able to see you're able to see things much more clearly now. And now you're able to read the signs so clearly. You have absolute spiritual authority. Okay. What your guides want you to pay attention to this month? So let's clarify temperance. The Five of Cups. And with this Five of Cups, I'm getting the sense that Spirit is asking you to stay out of your head, to not overthink, to not get into the maze of the mind. Usually the 5 of cups is about regret, but this 5 of cups really feels like a overthinking. It's to not overthink it, to not let yourself get stuck in mental loops and mental mazes. What your guides warn you not to do this month? Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. And I also get the sense that Spirit is asking you not to gamble, to not make hasty decisions, to not move too fast, to have patience. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, yes, if we have patience here and we don't take unnecessary risks, we're going to come into a lot of abundance. Yes, it's like it's going to come out of nowhere. It's going to sort of emerge from the ground organically. This new abundance is going to come out. It's going to blossom. It's like one day there's no mushrooms in a patch in the forest, and then it like rains or something, and then the next day there's just like mushrooms everywhere. And if you have patience and don't take unnecessary risks, that those mycelium are just going to pop pop up out of the ground. The abundance is just going to pop up out of the ground. So let's clarify the 7 of cups. What will happen by the end of the month if you follow this guidance? The 2 of wands. You're going to have very clear protection or very clear direction and protection. You're going to feel like a gunslinger. You're going to feel like a baddie. This 2 of wands is really giving gunslinger. It's giving I'm fully protected. I'm locked and loaded. I have like I'm surrounded by beauty, but I'm also deadly. So I feel like you're going to have all of these options, but you're going to be able to really make the best decision. Like, yeah, that's what I'm getting with this clarifying of the 7 of cups with the 2 of wands. Like, you're going to be able to make the best decision. And when you make that decision, it's just going to feel very strong, very powerful. Okay. Wow, pile two. You are so protected. And I feel like you're moving into a very abundant period of your life where you have so much spiritual authority. And that's all coming out this month. What are the final messages from your spirit guides? What do you need to know right now about the month of April? What do you need to know right now about April? Oh, seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, date, third party, temptation. This was not the deck I intended to pull, but we're going to go ahead and leave this here. We're going to go ahead and leave that out. I feel like you are going to have a very seductive energy. I feel like this 2 of wands, this baddie gunslinger energy is really seductive. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be aura maxing. Like all of your guides are just shining through you. Big dreams are built by those who do the work. Yeah, and I feel like your dreams are going to really progress if you're patient. Like you have a lot of energy, a lot of flow, a lot of power and drive. And if you do the work step by step and have patience, it's all going to just pop up out of nowhere. Your success is closer than you imagine, so just keep going. Yeah, exactly. It's like, don't overthink it. Keep yourself balanced. Listen to your inner wisdom and have patience. If you just take one step at a time, don't overcorrect. Don't overcorrect in one direction or the other. You aren't done. You are just getting started. Yeah, there's like a lot of movement here. And there was a pyramid on the temperance card. Yeah, there's so much movement. And when you have this much power behind you, you really have to, you really have to be able to, balance, like not go too far to the left, to the right, or not go too far to the left. Like you have to kind of stay on the rails because there's so much power moving through you. Everything you want is on the other side of the unknown. And that's really the sort of fool's journey, moving into the unknown. Okay, let's get a few more messages from Spirit about Pile Two's April. What do your spirit guides need you to know in April, Pile Two? The universe has my back. Yes, absolutely. And here's another owl. Here's another bird making their appearance. Yeah, the messages are all around you. Your guides are just very, very protective. And when you have this kind of power, like you need a lot of protection. My vibes speak louder than my words. Yeah, you are aura maxing this month. Pile two. Absolutely. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Yeah, you're still coming into this month with that tower moment, but don't overthink it. You've done the work. You've done the work. You've come into a place where you really balanced yourself out. You've done a lot of shadow work and you can see a lot of different perspectives about yourself. We going to get one more message from this deck? I choose love no matter what. Yes. Okay. I want to bring out one more message deck. Messages from your spirit guides. They definitely have your back. You are so protected, pile two. Your spirit guides love you. Choose wisely, be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Yeah. It's like the choice, you have a lot of choices. You have many, many choices, but don't overthink it. Don't gamble. Be discerning, choose wisely. But you have these wise owls. You have a lot of wisdom around you, and you already know the answers are inside you. Dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. Yeah. Perseverance. Stay the course. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Dance. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. Okay, pile two. You are going so, 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 so very fast. Like it's like you're driving this sports car. And Spirit is like, stay focused, stay steady, don't overcorrect, but like stay the course. You got this. Stay the course. You're protected. Take inspiration from the moonlight dancing on the surface of the sea. I feel like you're very inspired. Like you have so much spiritual blessings. You're really in for a powerful month this month, pile two. It was a pleasure being in your energy. Thank you so much for being here for this reading. If it resonated with you, leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Bye. Hello, pile three, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Fool card from the Tarot of Dreams, and that was with this amethyst crystal. So, this Fool card is looking very official. They're wearing these medals and holding the world, but it's also like a joker. And they've got this kitten that's batting at this butterfly, standing on this ball above the water. This is a very interesting energy for this fool. I feel like they're a court jester, but they also have all of this power. They're holding the world in their hands. Okay, so we'll put that aside and we'll get into your oracle cards. What is the energy around you coming into the month of April? The heart. Ooh, that's beautiful. The lover. Okay. Your spirit guides are maybe telling you there's a new romance coming into your life. The crimomancer, delivering news, collaboration. Is this a palm reader? I feel like you're getting I feel like this is a way that you're getting information from your guides, that you have this sort of esoteric knowledge. It may be palm reading, where you are learning to collaborate with spirit, learning to collaborate with your guides. But I'm already getting a really strong sense that there is something very romantic coming into your life. Herb garden, medicine. Yeah. Spirit is telling me that you are learning some skill. You're learning a skill that you will love, that really speaks to your heart, that will help you tune in to the messages from spirit, where you can actually really help other people. You can help heal other people. Yes. This love energy from this new source of information, this skill that you're learning, you will really be able to heal people with your heart. Community. Yes, that collaboration again. Yeah, you're going to be able to heal your community with this new knowledge, with your heart. Orphaned. Okay, let's keep going and then we'll look back at that orphaned energy. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Okay, now I see. It's like you feel like you're alone, like you have not been able to tune into your guides, but your guides are saying, we're here, we're right here. The gatherer. Yes, like I really get a sense that you have an affinity for plants, that your guides speak to you through plants. Oh, that's gorgeous. Here, I'm going to put this here. Going to put these together. Okay, let's see. The cat and lavender, independence. Independence. We got these community. We got these cards about community and collaboration. But here I get independence. And I put it next to the orphaned card because I feel like maybe you've been through a period in your life where you've had to be hyper independent, where you've had to sort of go it all alone. And learning this new skill where you can heal your community, you're coming out of that phase of loneliness and finding sanctuary, opening yourself to spiritual source. Like your guides are telling me that they're moving you towards a community where you can learn, you can learn to use your heart to heal. All right. Rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, you've been working really hard. You've been, yeah, this sense of being alone, of this hyper independence, it's it's burned you out. And now is a time to rest and rejuvenate in this sanctuary. Door to value. Yeah, I get the sense that your abundance is going to come through resting and letting other people sort of guide and protect you, letting the community surround you with love. I feel like this new community that you're being guided into is teaching you and helping you open your heart so that you can be healed and to become a healer. Like this fool that you chose looks like a clown, but they're actually much closer to the magician than a lot of other fool cards. Okay, let's get into our tarot. Let me just give it a quick shuffle. What do your spirit guides need you to know as you move into April? The Tree of Life. Wow. You have so much spiritual knowledge coming towards you. Wow, you're learning a lot. You're learning a lot from your community. Okay, let's keep going and then we'll come back to that. What's the most important thing happening this month? The priestess. Oh my goodness. Pile three. You are really coming into a spiritual authority. Your work with plants. Maybe you're doing using plant medicine and it's not just using healing herbs. You're maybe using plant medicine to like blow open your heart and learning to communicate all of this knowledge and wisdom that's coming to you. Okay. What do your guides want you to pay attention to this month? The Nine of Swords. Like, with the Nine of Swords, with this Nine of Swords, I get the sense that Spirit is asking you to pay attention to your fears, pay attention to your nightmares. And if you've done plant medicine, to pay attention to the sort of negative shadow side that is coming up for you. Because I get the sense that this shadowy fear has a lot to teach you this month. What are your guides wanting you not to do this month? Three of coins. I get the sense that Spirit is asking you not to overwork yourself. That when you work, to work in a team, to be collaborative and to not go it alone. You're really being asked to not overextend yourself, to not overwork yourself. What will happen by the end of April if you listen to this guidance? The devil. Okay, you see this guy in the cage is wearing the same hat as the fool. And what I'm getting is that you're going to be let out of this cage of feeling lonely, of feeling orphaned, of feeling like you have to do everything on your own. Being completely alone can feel like a burden. The devil usually talks about addictions, obsession. In this case, I'm really getting this sense of just feeling trapped, but the door is wide open. And so you're able to step out and embark on this whole new world where you have the entire tree of life in your hands. Like this fool is beginning their journey, but they're actually already the magician. You have so much spiritual, intuitive gifts, and your guides are really setting you up. They're setting you up for a breakthrough where you're going to receive so much abundance. And I get the sense that this is coming through collaboration, it's coming through community, it's coming through new knowledge, work with plants. Let's clarify our tarot. What do your spirit guides need you to know as you move into the month of April? Let's clarify the tree of life. The King of Coins. Yeah, I feel like all of this spiritual energy and authority is like coming down to this very grounded place. It's asking you to ground all of this knowledge in sort of practical day to day life. Let's clarify the priestess. What's the most important thing happening this month? And the priestess says, darkness into darkness, the key to all mysteries. So we're really bringing down the mysteries of the universe into our hands. The emperor. Yeah, this is like pulling down that spiritual energy into a very grounded, stable, foundational place. Both of these messages are the same message that your spirit guides are bringing through. What do your guides want you to pay attention to this month? Let's clarify the Nine of Swords, the Palace of Cups. Yeah, it's about really feeling into the fear of the unknown, feeling into the fear of being with other people, of trusting other people, of making your spiritual gifts real. bringing your gifts out into the world and sharing them. Like there's a lot of deep emotions and they can be murky. There's murky, shadowy emotions here that are very, very deep and very ancient. But there's so much opportunity here when you mine your fears and look deeply into the depths of yourself. Okay, let's clarify the 3 of coins. What do your guides want you not to do this month? The Knight of Cups. I'm still getting the sense here that this is about not going it alone. The Knight of Cups is a card of emotion, almost like emotional recklessness. And the zodiac is behind this knight on his seahorse. And I get the sense that it's asking you to allow for divine timing. The time might not be now, and you may need to rest to let the culmination come through. I get the sense that you're almost still in a learning phase right now. And it may not be time yet for all of the abundance to come through. Okay. What will happen by the end of the month if you've listened to this guidance? The 10 of coins. Yeah. Yeah. So we're being asked to lean on your community, to collaborate, to not be hyper independent and make yourself do everything alone, to let yourself rest, and to know that you're completely free to move into this next phase of life and to face your fears. And in doing so, you're going to come into this very abundant place. The 10 of coins right next to the door to value. You are stepping into so much abundance. You are bringing the spiritual authority down into the 3D, and you're learning how to communicate all of your knowledge in a very clear, educated way. Yeah, you're coming into a very abundant period of your life. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay, let's move on to the final messages from Spirit. What Spirit wants you to know about the month of April, what your guides want you to know about the month of April. What do your guides want you to know about the month of April? When you start, the path appears. So take a step in any direction. And that's really what the Fool does. You're moving on this path. You're on the pathway. You've definitely started. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. Yeah, that's like a really big message for this reading, is that I almost get the sense that you're hesitant to be part of a community because you're so used to doing everything alone. But you have to realize that everyone is just like you. Everyone else wants to be loved just like you. And if you open your heart, you will you will gain so much abundance. New chapters require a new version of you. Yeah. That you're coming into the place where you are no longer alone, where you can bring your spiritual knowledge into the 3D. There's a completely new world. We're in a very new phase of reality. You're currently under construction. Please be patient. But it's not all going to happen all at once. It's not just going to happen overnight. So there are times when you will need to rest. So if things are not manifesting immediately, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. It just means that the timing it hasn't isn't right yet. Okay, spirit, what are pile 3's spirit guides final messages? Move. Barnacles grow on a dock ship. So part of rest and rejuvenation is making sure that you get enough exercise. Chance. Allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide will bring in. Yeah, it's just asking you to keep yourself open. Keep yourself open to the opportunities that are coming. And also that you are completely free. You are free. Energy flows where my intention goes. Yeah, and I feel like you have a very clear intention. You're learning some very powerful knowledge, and your spirit guides are all around you. Your spirit guides, you have a lot of protection and you have so much ability to bring your intuition into matter, into form. You have the entire tree of life in your hands. Instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good of all. Yeah, we're going to leave it there. That's part of learning how to open your heart and to communicate with an open heart so that everything happens in divine timing for the highest good of all. Oh, that's beautiful. What a gorgeous reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I really enjoyed being in your energy pile 3. If this reading resonated with you, leave a comment below, like, and subscribe. Bye.